Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another brand new episode of the Enlightenment Podcast. Today we're talking about saving soil. I have someone here that doesn't agree with me, or doesn't agree totally, completely, that saving soil is an important responsibility. At least a long time ago, Carlos denied or resisted this view. But hey, it's a factual thing. I want to make a statement here that Sadhguru says, and some modern scientists say, that if you were to go back in time to 1900s and if you were to eat one orange, such a delicious juicy orange. The nutrients there, if you went back in time forward to today, you would have to eat the equivalent of 8 oranges to get the same nutrition from one orange 100 years ago. Why? Because we're plowing the land, digging up the soil. Hey, come on. We gotta plant more seeds, take out more nutrition from the soil, take out more food. Next year, again, plant, take out more food. Again, next year, take out more food. You're not doing anything to not only add to the soil, but you're also cooking the shit out of the soil by plowing it every single year. Hey, let's plow the shit out of the soil, let it cook. Well, we don't know what we're doing. We're just here to make money. Wrong. You're gonna destroy us all. So if you're a farmer out there, the most important job, one of the most important jobs, definitely more important than any of these politicians, a politician. You need to be more responsible and more conscious.
The heck
Anyways,
was that? Politician?
yeah, he's a poly meaning a lot and a tick meaning sucking things. It's a thing that sucks from a lot of things. Anyways,
Oh.
all right, tell me, Carlos, what do you think about this?
Well, again, I don't have anything wrong with saving anything. It's just one of those things I don't think there's anything we can do about. So I guess we can go into the subject.
Yeah, this is something that you have mentioned to me in the past. This is why we disagree, or we disagreed a long time ago. You said there's nothing we can do about it. And also, if I remember correctly, you said, just leave it to the other generation to handle and take care of it. That's their burden. I think that's very dangerous and scary because we are so close to extinction of soil. That would be really bad. Like we're going along, everything is fine. Oh, technology, oh my god, AI is so fancy. And then boof, sorry, we can't grow any more food. And now it's time to do the most horrendous things on the planet. Leave your AI aside, it's not going to solve you, fix you. You going to Mars definitely is not going to fix anything. There's no more food. What are we going to do now? Gone. The animals that you eat also eat plants. There's no more plants to eat. Oops, should have been a vegan to begin with.
I mean, if I'm a vegan, is not if we all become vegan, is that gonna make the problem worse?
It's going to make the problem much better. And this is why, my friend. The plants have to be grown for the large 1,000-pound animals to feast upon them. And they eat a lot, like the cows, pigs, and also chickens. Well, chickens don't eat that much, but pigs and cows definitely do. There's lots of cows being slaughtered, and you have to feed a lot of plants to them. If you went vegan, the amount of plants that are needed to grow for your food to be sustained, much less than if you were consuming, shoving dead corpses in your mouth.
Okay, anyway, so let's get to the meat of why I think this is stupid. So this goes along with pretty much everything else that Sadhguru teaches, is that he sends his followers on Moses missions. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say a Moses mission. So basically, in the Bible, the Israelites spent 40 years in the desert going in circles because God kept getting them confused because they kept like falling out of his grace. So what should have taken like 1 year for them to reach their destination ended up taking them like 40 years. So when somebody says you're going on a Moses mission, it's like you're going somewhere wasting your time. So you have, I don't know, a good 60 years left on this planet Earth. And this Save the Soil journey that you're now trying to discover or go through is one of the many things that Sadhguru has told you to do that's going to basically make you waste your life. That's my position.
How? Why? Why do you think though? Why do you say that?
Because it's like global warming. There's nothing you can do about it. You you're gonna go through what? Just making videos about it for the rest of your life and then accomplish nothing. Just focus on your family, focus on your house, focus on helping your mom, your brother. Stop wasting your time.
Okay, a valid point. Let me counter that by saying the first thing you should do, or you can do, is to go vegan. This is what helps the soil. As I mentioned before, the animals have to be fed a grain diet. Lots of plants are produced, much more than you need to feed the cows. You just don't eat them. You eat a nice plant-based diet already. You just cut out the middleman. The plants, the cows eat the plants, and then they get the nutrition in their body, and then you eat their bodies. Better cut out the middleman. That's always good in business, and just stick to the plants to begin with. They're getting the same nutrition as you are. You just eat a little bit of plants. You're gonna be very happy. Um, yeah. Or you go eat the carnivores. Also, you have my permission to do so. The predators out there in the wild, they're eating meat, and meat is very healthy, as we all know. And they're taking in meat in their body. It's like double nutrition. You eat their meat, oh my god, you're going to be floating above the sky. Go to safaris, go kill lions, and eat their fleshy bodies. I'm just joking. Don't do this. It's satire.
I was about to say,
But yeah, I guess in some way I can't really do much. But I'm not a farmer. But what I can do is to speak out about this. If it touches one person's consciousness, that's enough. Okay, you're gonna be thinking about this. The ideas are gonna float around. The more ideas, the more of this floats around, the more conscious people are gonna become. I know this for a fact. Also, I'm gonna share much deeper perspective and insight into your into this comment that you
well,
made.
wait. Before you go into that, let me, because I'm gonna forget everything you just said.
Okay.
So the thing about it is, this is what I tried to explain to you the last time. There's a natural cycle of things, right? So it doesn't take a genius for us to realize that we're headed towards mass extinction on many levels, right? You could say global warming, you could say nuclear war, you could say save soil, you could say running out of, even there's people saying that we're going to run out of drinking water, we're going to run out of oil, there's so many ways that we're headed towards extinction, right? An asteroid can hit the earth, whatever, right? But what I'm trying to explain to you is that the closer that we get to these dangers and the more that we actually get to feel, like right now, many of us, or not, let's put it this way, not enough of us are feeling the effects of this problem that you're referring to, and that's why nothing is happening about it. That's why no action is being taken. And there's no need for you to try to front run it and become the face of it, because once enough people start feeling the effects, naturally the behaviors will change.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's a slippery slope. That's a dangerous path to go on. Yeah, maybe potentially if we start feeling pain, oh, we gotta change this. But I'm sure there are times in history where, oh, things are going bad, and like I think the Roman Empire is a great example of this. One of these empires, they ran out of food, or they plowed the shit out of their land, and then poof, oh, sorry, soil is depleted, and they all died. I'm pretty sure this is a famous example in history. So this, if you go too close to the cliff, there's a time where it's like you've reached the critical point. You just fall off now. There's not really flying back or anything. So it's a little bit dangerous. And yeah, the reason why yeah, you have anything to share? So I'm not talking too
Yeah,
much.
so basically this is the same thing that I'm trying to tell you. So this is one of those, like, do you, I just, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can agree with me that this is a large scale problem. This is something that is far beyond your pay grade, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there are many other things that you can focus on right now that you can have control over right now to fix right now within your immediate household that could have an actual effect while you're living on this planet Earth. And so, again, this is the type of stuff that this is what I'm claiming. My claim to you is not that there's anything wrong with saving the soil. Of course, let's save some soil. Let's save some animals. Let's be less cruel to them, whatever. Let's, let's try to use our sexual energy in a more productive and natural way. All those things are great. But again, these are trips to nowhere because at the end of the day, these things are still going to happen. The trajectory that we're headed down, the momentum that we're headed down
Okay, let me respond to this.
is too much for you to stop within your lifetime.
Well, I disagree with that fundamentally. If I knew with 100% certainty it's over, oh, I would not be acting this way. I would be on the streets half naked. Hey, come on, open a bottle of scotch, let's dance. I'd be very wild. I don't believe that. I can't. I have to. It's not that I don't believe that. I don't see the evidence of that. So I have to believe or have to act in accordance with. We can still fix this. We can still fix the larger issues. We have to. We must. For not only ourselves, but other future generations. For our kids, my future kids that are going to come. I don't want them to be growing up, hey, mom and dad plowed the shit out of our land and we have no more food to eat.
I just want you to understand that we live in a world, in a civilization that, according to your own words, is we're all diluted, we all lack perception, whatever, right? We need this, there has to be some sort of awakening, mass awakening. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
How
So
do you know
again,
that?
just like, huh?
How do you know that?
Because I'm telling you, the only way that it's going to happen is it's not going to be from you. It's going to be when nature decides that it needs to take place. This has always been part of the case. Okay, you know the saying, hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men create hard times create strong men, right? That's essentially what I'm talking about. There is a natural cycle of things, right? And this Save the Soil movement is part of that process as well. Yes, the soil is getting bad. At some at some point, people will start feeling the effects. We can call that hard times,
But
right?
do you think that people are starting to feel the effects now and this is the reason why
Yes.
we're talking about it?
Yes. For example, like I could be one of the perfect examples of that right now. Like maybe that's why I'm going through what I'm going through now because of lack of nutrition. I don't know. You understand?
Yeah.
And so now what do you have? You have people like the person who was just elected. He put somebody like RFK as part of his cabinet. He's going to be now head of the health, uh, whatever. He's going to be leading up the health organization in the United States government. And part of the things that he's going to be talking about is getting proper nutrition. So I'm sure, like I'm trying to explain to you, these things will take care of themselves. It doesn't require you to uh put yourself in front of it and waste your entire life. Like I said, so it's like global warming again. I said global warming, for example. It's happening. We're way too deep into it. Literally almost everybody has a car, everybody has a motorcycle. You're not going to stop it from happening. Same thing with veganism and animal suffering. 99% of the world's population are carnivores or omnivores, whatever. you're not going to stop it. What I'm trying to get you to see though is that all of Sadhguru's movements, quote unquote, that he puts you on are basically endless missions that basically make you put your time and attention and energy in places that, I mean,
Yeah.
you could put them in places that would benefit you much more greatly, much more sooner.
Well, I would tend to disagree with that. The reason why I'm paying attention to the Save Soil movement is exactly because of Sadhguru and how strongly he exclaimed this. If he wasn't talking about this, I wouldn't have really bothered about this. I wouldn't even have known. But it is an experience that of mine that I eat fruits and potatoes and apples, and it's like I'm drinking water when I'm eating an apple. So very important that we pay attention more to this, and most importantly, we have to shout this out, scream to the top of our lungs. Hey, we gotta change this. The policies have to change, the politicians have to change, the farmers have to change, and we have to live a more conscious life.
Right. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that it's like you're a child throwing ice cubes at the sun. You're
Uh,
not the one. You're not the one. Like
okay. Look,
this is for world leaders to handle.
I am in charge of the world leaders. That's what I want you to understand. Yes.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. You're excused, buddy. I know. The reason why I say this is because I have a voice. You have a voice also. The people that are watching my channel also have a voice. If all 5,000 of us gathered together and said, hey, save soil, Canada, come on, let's get it together, at least some tickle would be there. If 100,000 people, much more. 1,000,000 people, all right. Now the politicians have to start thinking with their brains. So I'm here, voice it myself. Hey, save soil. I'm going to make sure to hashtag save soil. You comment down below, save soil. Save soil, everybody.